And then about Miss Jennifer Lopez, who seems to be done with marriage. So, she's currently on tour. The people was out here getting mad at me because I've been talking too much about Jennifer Lopez and her delusions of grandeur when it comes to her touring and trying to basically rip off Beyonce in regards of how she moves on stage. She did a James Brown tribute, which you already know people was tight over that. Her even being in the conversation about her doing that Motown tribute. But then everybody wants to talk about, oh yeah, she's a great dancer and she's not a good singer, but is she a good singer? Like the same people that be bringing up she's a good singer, then Cardi B needs to be brought up in the same conversation. Is she a good rapper? Apples and oranges. It's not the same damn thing. So, but if you need a way to go on to validate y'all Mr. Fantastic ass reach, then by all means, y'all go ahead and do your little Reed Richards reach, because anybody got time for it. And I ain't got time to be sitting here arguing on social media whenever I do Jennifer Lopez discourse, especially with the things that she's done over the years. And people said that she does do some things where she tries to copy off Beyonce and all this other stuff. Like I was literally watching the video and it was putting it all together from the overall looks to when Beyonce did Drunk in Love when she had the short hair and all the other stuff. And then Jennifer did the same thing on the AMAs where she had a little couch situation. She's doing like this little sexy dance and had the short hair and everything. And then now, but I was going to say then she does the diva fan thing. But now these days, everybody has a freaking diva fan when you're on the stage now. So that's like everybody does it. So that's not even special anymore. Because it get hot up there. So people need them fans. But anyway, not to go on that whole rant, let's get into this. So while performing on stage for her Up All Night tour in Europe, the hitmaker appeared to be responding to a fan song that read, J-Lo, marry me. She said, I think I'm done with that. Per a fan video. I've tried that a few times. Now, while Jennifer, who's 55, didn't share specifics, I think her birthday's coming up actually. She was famously first married to actor Ohani Noah, who's 51, from 1997 to 1998. The On the Floor Saunders then went on to tie the knot with Chris Judd, who's 55, in 2001 before they split in 2003. Her longest marriage was her 10-year union to fellow single Mark Anthony, who's 56, from 2004 to 2014, with whom she shares 17-year-old twins. And I don't particularly care for Mark Anthony anymore because he is a Andrew Cuomo fan. So if you're going to get behind somebody who's an alleged abuser and killer of old people during COVID-19, I can't get behind you. I don't care how much you can salsa your ass up on out of here. Like I can't get behind that the Puerto Rican golem. So now, similar to Lopez, the Vivir Mi Vida crooner has been married 4 times, with his current wife being, the current wife being 26-year-old Nadia Ferrero. Now, Anthony, however, admitted to Page Six earlier this year that he was the wrong person to ask about the key to a successful marriage. Well, look, at least him and Jennifer got something in common. Their marriage lasted the longest, 10 years, and they both been married 4 times. So, except she's been divorced 4 times. He still at least is with the same woman. Now, Lopez, meanwhile, went on to wed her 4th husband, Ben Affleck, in 2022, after breaking off her first engagement with the Argo star in 2004. The Selena star pulled the plug on her marriage to Affleck in August 2024 after they had been quietly separated since that spring. Probably because the same thing that's allegedly in that book that we just talked about, the Gwyneth Paltrow unauthorized biography, that she was probably married to a man-child. The man wanted to play video games and gamble and all the other stuff. That was more important to him than actually wanting to be in a marriage where you have to engage with the person that you are married to or you're in a relationship with. So if Ben didn't grow since he was with Gwyneth Paltrow and he was bringing a lot of those bad habits with Jennifer Lopez, because look, them two ain't been together for like 20 years. So you expect some people to grow to some capacity, over the years. And then there's some leopards that unfortunately never change their spots. Now, they said that they finalized their divorce in January, though they've struggled to sell their $68 million marital home in LA, which they've since taken off the market. I'm like, damn, first of all, $68 million for a house, that's a lot. Like, I don't even know if I would have that kind of money to fork over. Well, I don't know how that works in regards of like Do y'all pay that whole thing in cash? Are y'all still like, or did y'all like take out a loan? Like, who has $68 million to put down on a mansion? First of all, I don't think I would ever want something that big. Let alone, I don't think I would put down that kind of money. But that's just me. So anyway, so they said that last week, Jennifer Lopez kicked off the European leg of her tour and declared that she was better than ever following her bombshell split from the actor. The Grammy nominee had been performing her new track, Wreckage of You, which she shared, came to her when she was up all night one night. Well, isn't this tour called Up All Night? Now, aside from her 4 marriages, Jennifer was previously engaged to baseball star A-Rod, who I've heard from so many people that have encountered him that he's a dick. I've never had the pleasure of meeting him. I've seen him at the Garden, but everybody that I've worked with, see, this is the funny thing. I always find out the tea from my coworkers. They'll tell me when somebody's an a-hole, and everybody that I've spoken to has said that he's not the nicest person. So maybe she dodged the bullet by leaving him. So then they said aside from then what is they said their relationship lasted from 2017 to 2021. She also dated the Diddler, as we all know, from 1999 to 2001. Casper Smart off and on from 2012 to 2016, and did a drive-by with Drake in 2016. Because we're not gonna sit up here and try to act like that was a damn relationship. She was getting them pipes clean, and we seen Drake dick, so we know what he gives. So, for you, Jennifer, if you actually for real in regards to all of this, when you're talking about that, I think I'm done with that. Because I'm like, yeah, who wants to sit and go through the trouble of, like, you don't have to marry everybody you're in a relationship with. And I feel like when you at a certain age, like even with Whoopi Goldberg, and that's why I love the fact that Whoopi was just wise with her situation. It's like, you know what, I've done that a few times, been there, done that, wore the t-shirt, done a few times. I realized that marriage is not for me. And maybe you need to come to the conclusion, realize why are you so hard up to be thinking like this whole fairy tale, happily ever after type situation. Like, not everybody is built to walk down the aisle and get married. There was one thing I saw, and some people was like not believing it. I was truly with him on that. Oh yeah, now they talking about that CBS canceled Late Show with Stephen Colbert after paying off Trump. Yeah, y'all wanted that deal, and probably in the deal, he probably said that y'all got to get rid of, you got to get rid of all these other shows that be going after me. That's why I said CBS, y'all are trash. But anyway, so what was it? I think it was on Gay Magazine, because I got sidetracked. And Laura Roach, I believe, posted. That's if I can find it here. Oh yeah, I found it. So Laura Roach basically said that the reason he has no aspiration to find love. He said, I want a meal, I want a nice meal, fuck, and go to sleep. Now that's my type of relationship. Because he's saying, like, you know what? And I think, so what it was is because I was wondering where all this happened. I mean, what was going on with this? So it was like, he said that when Keke Palmer opened up about why he has no aspiration for a romantic love or to have kids. And I was like, where is that? Because, wait, hold on. Let's bring that up because that could be part of this conversation. Because I truly feel like, you know what? I'm with you on this because my thing is when it comes down to relationships and this sort of thing, why do people always feel like that? Yeah, everybody's equipped to get married and be in a relationship and have children, all other stuff. Not all of us is equipped for that. And me personally, I love my freedom too damn much to want to be tied down to somebody. It's like, especially I guess living in a metropolis like New York. So if I want to get some ass, trust and believe, it is not hard for me to do that. But after we done, you can, your Uber's outside. Now I won't sound cold like that, but I'm just saying, your Uber's outside, niece. But hold on, let me see if I can bring that video up so we can watch that as a class because we can make this part of the topic. Hold on, please hold.
Put your phone on Do Not Disturb. I can't stand that. I hate it. I hate it. If I look down and your phone is on Do Not Disturb, I don't even want to talk to you no more.
Ooh,
it's like
they're done like that.
In a way, because it's like I just can't understand the person that wants to put their phone on Do Not Disturb at 9 p.m. and don't take it off to 9 a.m., especially if you're in LA. I'm like, it's already noon in New York.
I do think that the work ethic could pick up a bit more.
Yes.
Yeah. I do think, you know what I mean? I do think that. But look, you're talking to a workaholic at this point. You know what I mean?
You can't also say that you want to be me or you want to have the career I have or the lifestyle I have and then put your phone on do not disturb. I don't even know how to do that. I never learned. And I don't care to call me any I'm answering. People be calling me like, you up? Yes. I'm
Oh
up.
my gosh.
What's
You sound
up?
like Sharon.
Don't put your phone on do not disturb.
Well, guess what? You're going to hate me, sir, because my phone stays on do not disturb. My phone don't never come off from do not disturb. Every now and again, I'll turn it off. But for the most part, my phone stays on do not disturb. Everybody knows that. So you literally, because I have an iPhone, you got to call me twice in order to get through, punctuate through the do not disturb. Because you know how many messages I get on my phone all day from group chat messages, a bunch of people sending me things. My watch goes off like crazy. And I don't want to keep having my damn wrist vibrating. If that's the fact, I might as well get off on it and shove it up my ass if I want to keep getting the vibrations. Like, I don't want to be sitting there having to deal with, and especially if I'm busy and I'm working, I don't have time for my phone. I don't got that time for that. Like, so you're going to hate me, as I said, because my phone stay on do not disturb. But what else they said up in here? Because this is the first time I watched it.
I don't even think my mom sleeps.
What you
She'd
want
be
to talk
like,
about?
hello?
And I definitely answer all the numbers I don't know.
Oh my
Be
God.
like, I don't know that number. Oh, I'm answering that.
That's when your exes call?
No, that might be some money. We answering that
I love
call.
it. For you, love life is no. I don't think I've ever heard you talk about going on a date,
No.
anything. So your love life, you don't have no ideas for
I have
marriage.
no aspirations for that. I don't. Like, I don't have any aspirations for like a romantic love. Like, I want a nice meal. I want to have a nice meal. I want to go to sleep. And then I want you to leave. I want you to leave. I want you to go back to wherever you came from.
Whoopi Goldberg has my favorite quote. She's like, no, I don't want anybody in my house.
Same.
And I'm like, I do relate to that. Is that just like when you're like in love with what you do? Is that
I just never ever had I'll tell you a story.
Similar.
So my friend is crazy. One of my friends was crazy about love. He like, I just can't wait to find my love or the love of my life so I could wake up with him and go to sleep.
I don't even think my mom sleeps.
What you want
She'd
to
be
talk
like,
about?
hello?
Go to sleep with her and call her. He called me and we eat together and all that. And he was like, and I'm praying for you to find somebody else. I say, save your prayers for yourself. Don't pray that prayer for me. Don't pray that prayer for me. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Now what about kids? Neither.
No, I would have loved to have been a parent, but I just don't think now it makes sense for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
But that I don't want it.
You got plenty of daughters.
Yeah. Go to sleep with her and call her. He called me and we eat together and all that. And he was like, and I'm praying for you to find somebody else. I say, save.
He said, I don't want it. Well, yeah, I'm with you when you're right. But yeah, but I just feel like when it comes down to relationships, there's some people that they go over there and it's like in society and in life, you're told, oh, I need that person that's in that knight in shining armor who's gonna come off the horse and whisk me up my feet and take me in. We're gonna live happily ever after. Child, save that shit for Disney. Anybody got time for that? But then you realize you're in the real world, and that's all fairy tales. And it's great if you want to aspire to that, but you can't really invite anybody in your life for you until you figure out how to love yourself and be there for yourself completely. So I'm with you on that, but it's like, yeah, when it comes down to it, like I'm just in the same boat as Whoopi. It's just like, yeah, after a while, I don't want these people. I don't want you up in my house. Like, I like my independence. I like my privacy, and I like my alone time. And it's like when the mood calls for it, if I want my friends or a hookup or somebody to come over, or a friend with benefit, we have that. But it's like I don't want to have to change my habits and things that I do to accommodate you. And if it came down to it ever that I was in a serious relationship with someone, then I'm here for the separate bedrooms and all that other stuff. Like, I like my room, my space, my bed. I like to spread out. I like hogging the blanket. I like doing all of that. I don't want to have to share. If that makes me sound selfish, oh well. But you have your room and I have mine. But when we need to get it in, we can come in the same bed. But you go in yours, and we done. Because I don't want you having to like come up and judge my habits or whatever. Oh, you was snoring or you was dead. So it's like, okay, well then your room is down the hall. Take your ass up in there then. So I don't know. It's just like, while I've come from a family of like, I'm not a child of divorce. My parents are still together 40 plus years. So But I just like the way I look at relationships is not in the traditional sense of the way I was raised. And it's funny how my brain was wired like that. Like I had nobody had to try to teach me or convince me to come to that conclusion. I just came to that conclusion from life experience. So one of the people in the comments said this. They said because he loves himself. The ideology of love today is that you need another person to complete what you don't give to yourself. Is codependency, and I truly believe in that. That It's not about. I don't want to have to be codependent on somebody because it's like when you break up, then it's like you by yourself. So hopefully Jennifer Lopez has worked on herself to the point where she realizes that she don't need to be in a relationship. She don't need a man to complete her and continue to follow these heteronormative ideals of what she believes a relationship is because she kept following that situation and the marriages ain't been lasting. So I definitely want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of this story? Regarding what Law had to say and what Jennifer Lopez had to say, because they both kind of go hand in hand in the conversation. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.